Here we have a 2023 Mercedes-Benz G550. This one is a 4MATIC, and we do have the AMG line package as well as the exclusive interior package. Now this black on black G550 comes with a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 engine, made it to a 9-speed shiftable automatic transmission, and that gets us 416 horsepower, 450 pound-feet of torque. And as we come around to the front end here, love the refresh as opposed to the older G-Wagons. We have our LED headlamps on with LED daytime running lights. And just a fantastic look. And down here we have 20-inch wheels. The running boards are integrated there, which I like. And then we do get a dual exhaust. There's one tailpipe there, and then the other one is on the other side. Now over here to the door panel, we do have one-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors. Rear window lock is here. You can pick a side for the power mirrors, and then you can adjust using this dial. And then we also can power fold them, and we have blind spot monitors in them. Now we do get 3-stage heated seats for the driver and front passenger, as well as the rear outboard seats. Power door lock controls are here. Memory seat function here. Hold the M, and then immediately hit the one you want to set. And then for the power seat, we can adjust the thigh support there, the seat bottom, the seat back, as well as the headrest, all power. So pretty nice Burmester sound system. Little storage in the door panel here, including a bottle holder. And then we have our lane keep assist, which we can toggle here. Parking sensors, headlamp controls, and then brightness for the gauge cluster. And then for the electronic parking brake, you just press that to engage and then pull up on it to disengage. But a pretty adjustable seat here. We do get a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, and then we can toggle the heat on it on or off there. I love the illuminated door sills here. Of course, with this one having a price of $177,000, you want all the luxury you can get, I would expect. But huge shout out to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this vehicle. I'll leave a link below in the description if you're interested in purchasing. But here, let me show you the leg room. So I actually have the seat a little far back where I've been adjusting it. Earlier, I had about an inch or two between my kneecaps and the back of the seat. So plenty of space in here. And the headroom up front and in the back, I have several inches. And it's kind of diminished up there because of the sunroof, but only by a little. So very impressive room in here all the way around. Rear AC vents are here. For the rear AC controls, we can adjust temperature and then fan speed here. And then 5-volt USB port, 12-volt there, and an ashtray there if you ever want to use that. And then center seat folds down for cup holders. And then we have our reading lights here, grab handle, and a little hook. We can hang 1 or 2 small hangers there. And then we have ambient lighting throughout, which I love, especially in this color. Let's make our way towards the back. So we do have a full-size spare in here. It's a 20-inch wheel and tire if you ever need that. But again, with the updated look, looks super nice. Tow hitch there. And then plenty of room in the trunk space here. We have a netted pocket, additional storage throughout. And then we have a 115 2-prong plug in there. Then we can also push this back and forth when we need to use that. Fuel cap is here. And if you ever need to fold the seat flat, pull this up. And then you can run longer objects from the back to the front. And here's our front passenger seat. And the other controls for all of that. Same adjustability as the front driver's seat. And then we have our owner's manuals and such in the lockable glove compartment. But as we come back around, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood. And it's mostly covered up, but underneath all that, there's a 4-liter twin turbocharged V8. Let's go ahead and hop back in the driver's seat. Now, we do have the leather wrap steering wheel, which feels incredible. Again, it is power tilt and telescope with heat. But over to the radio here, I'm gonna go back to the home page. And we do have AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And then we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility too. There's a navigation system. So to get there, we just scroll to enter destination, and then we can type using this, or you can use your voice recognition controls if you want to do that too. So pretty easy to get used to, and very, very capable of doing pretty much whatever you need it to. But let's go back to the home page here. That's where your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is. Vehicle settings, you can go in here, go through your dynamics, select if you want to configure your individual mode. And then your driver assistance, your consumption, light settings, vehicle settings, all that. So in light settings, that's where you can fool with your ambient light. And then you can change the color, so on and so forth. And then go to your system settings, and if you want to change the units for whatever reason, go to units, hit that there. You can change it to kilometers instead of miles. Same with language, Bluetooth devices, if you want to go through those. To connect, pretty easy to do. You can either connect it through your device or connect it through the system. So I like that you have that usability there. There's our backup camera, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then down here we have our differential lock. So there's a center, a rear, and then a front there. AC vents, and then to go through your actual AC controls, you can hit that and it'll pull up the menu. And from here you can sync, unsync, set your climate mode, turn the ionization on, and then even adjust the rear if you want to. So pretty neat, and I love all the graphics that go with all of your settings. But you can turn the whole system off there just by toggling this, which is nice. The auto mode, you have to adjust the fan speed to get that off, and then you can adjust where the air is blowing from here. So tons of settings to go through. And then you can even do it for the right side if you want to. So if you want it only blowing at your feet on the right side, but you want it on your face on the left side, you can split that up, which you don't see that very often anywhere. So very impressed by that. And then temperature adjustments here. And then you can pretty much see all that at the bottom of the screen. Now we do have shortcuts for navigation, radio, media, telephone, and vehicle settings, which is nice. And then hazards are here. Love how the clock is integrated there. And we do have a hidden cup holder storage cubby. And then you can put your key here as well. And then over down here, this is the knob I was using to go through the screen. No touch screen, which I wish it had, but honestly with how much stuff is on here and how close everything is together, it's nice to have this knob. And once you get used to it, it's actually pretty simple. And you can also kind of use the mouse setting as well if you want to scroll through that way. You have a home button there, back button there, and then your back button, home button here. Now for your drive modes, go through dynamic, and it'll show you on the screen here as well as on the digital gauge cluster, individual, sport, comfort, eco, and then desert mode when applicable. And then you do have this little gear icon here, and that is for your manual mode. So you can see on the left side there when I put it into drive, and then I hit this icon, it'll toggle between D and M. So it's showing you just automatic mode, manual mode. Traction controls here, and then you do have your low range, which you shift into neutral to do that. And then you can pull up your camera on the fly there. And then you also have your power button, and you can turn your system on and off. And then you have volume here, scroll up and down, and then you can click it for mute. And then center console cubby space, you have 2 USB-A ports here, an SD card reader, pretty good storage. And then up here you can turn on either reading light for either side here, and then you can turn all the lights on there. And then you have an SOS as well. And then we have a power sunroof, which we can one touch tilt or slide, and then to hit it all the way to the back, you want to hit it one more time. And then you can one touch close it as well. There's a view of the back seat from up here. I love this suede headliner. Love it, love it. Now, back over here, blinkers. And then we do have our rear wiper controls here. And then for the front wiper fluid, click there. And for the rear wiper fluid, you have off and on for the rear wiper, and then you can pull down either side for that rear wiper fluid. And for your shifter, hold the brake, hold down for drive, tab up for neutral, and then pull all the way up for reverse. Press there for park. And then we have all of our cruise controls functions here. So you can turn the cruise on and off, adjust your speed. You can cancel, resume here, and then adjust the gap for the adaptive cruise here. And then you can use this as well as this home button, which also serves as a back button to go through the gauge cluster. So quite a bit to see there. And then the service tab here, that's where you can see your tire pressure if you ever need that. And then to the right side of the steering wheel, you do have back button, and then this toggle here and a home button. All of this is for the actual radio there. And then volume controls here, and then Bluetooth controls, voice recognition, and then a favorite button there. That's the horn. But I do love this gauge cluster. Can't say enough about how pretty it is to have that. And then it's kind of almost one picture as it goes to the side there. But push button starts here. And then I have the key in my pocket. There's a key fob.